Morning viewer. Bien the chat. Here's breaking news. Yeah, in the fossil record, it's common to find trees preserved Malaya's trunks, lacking any foliage that reveals their canopy structures or overall shape. However, a recent study published in the journal Current Biology presents an extraordinary discovery of fossilized trees from New Brunswick, Canada, showcasing an unexpected and distinct three-dimensional crown formation. The way in which this tree produced hugely long leaves around its spindly trunk and the sheer number over a short length of trunk is startling, says Robert Gastaldo of Colby College in Waterville, Maine. The forms taken by these 350 million years old trees look something like a fern or palm. Even though palms did not arise until 300 million years later, he explains, however, the functional leaves in ferns or palm trees clustered at the top and are relatively few. In contrast, Sanford Collis preserves more than 250 leaves around its trunk, with each partially preserved leaf extending 1.75 meters from it, Gastaldo says. We estimate that each leaf grew at least another meter before terminating. This means that the bottle brush had a dense canopy of leaves that extended at least 5.5 meters around a trunk that was non-woody and only 60 centimeters in diameter, starting to say the least. This work was made possible by a long-term international collaboration with Matthew Stimson and Olivia King of the New Brunswick Museum, St. John, and St. Mary's University in Halifax. The researchers' findings offer important insights into the evolution of plants and arborescence, meaning plants that grow to a tree height or at least 15 feet at maturity. They are also a reminder that over the history of life on Earth, there have existed trees that look unlike any we have ever seen before, and some that look as though they may come from the imagination of Dr. Seuss, the researchers say. We have a mental concept of what a tree looks like depending on where we live on the planet, and we have a vision of what is familiar. Yeah, Gastaldo says. The fossil on which we report is unique and a strange growth from in the history of life. It is one of evolution's experiments during a time when forest plants underwent biodiversification. Yeah, and it is a form that seems to be short-lived. The fossils in question were preserved by earthquake-induced catastrophic burial of trees and other vegetations along the margin of a rift lake. The first fossil tree was unearthed about 7 years ago from a quarry, but it only included one partial sample. It took several years for another 4 specimens of the same plant in close spatial proximity to also be found, Gastaldo said. One of the specimens revealed how the leaves departed from the top of the tree, which makes it absolutely unique. It's one of only a few in a fossil record spanning more than 400 million years in which a trunk is preserved around which the crown leaves are still attached, the researchers say. Any fossil tree with an intact crown is a rarity in the history of life. Having the crown leaves attached to a trunk by itself begs the questions: what kind of plant is it? How is that plant organized? And is it some form of continuous to the present? Or is it outside of the normal concept of a tree? All of these questions and more led to this multi-year endeavor. Bien, that's it.